Or both.
We're still deciding who will do the opening, but let's just start. Hi everyone, hello,
Hello
and welcome.
everyone. Hi Majid, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you, Aziz?
Good.
Yeah, welcome to the Smashi Business Show. Sorry, Smashi Sports Show. I'm just
I know,
kidding.
this is why I
just
wanted to do it.
I'm
This is
just
why I
doing a lot of things in the start because
I knew you would go for the
I've
business
heard we had two guests in the Love in Dubai show, which is one of our brands under Augustus Media. Very nice plugin. But they said very interesting thing in the morning, and we'll start with that. That the more bloopers or the more weird stuff you say, the more people are engaged in the first few seconds. Oh, what is
He
this?
said that.
They're
He
doing
said-
a sports thing. And
but
why
he
he's
said
saying
business.
Smashi Business Show, right? So yeah, welcome to the Smashi Sports Show. Today is Friday, 11th of April, the last day of the weekend. Not for sports, however, sports are usually on the weekends.
No last days for sports.
Yeah,
always keep
no,
on it. Always keep
down
looping
day.
in.
Yeah. Christmas they're playing. Every big day they're playing. But yeah, thank you so much, Aziz. Thank you so much to myself for coming here today. And thank you so much if
He's
you're
thanking
looking.
himself, guys. Okay,
If you're
that's
watching,
sweet.
if you're
Okay.
listening, whatever you're doing, thank you so much. Let's quickly wrap up the headlines and then we'll talk about the stories in
news.
detail. Mo Salah closing
Again.
in on new Liverpool deal. That's the biggest story for
So
today.
the rumor was true, I think. So we're
Yeah.
gonna talk about it. But
Still
you
not
remember the
finalized.
story we said he was on
not
the boat.
official.
He was on the boat with the Liverpool. Yeah, it's not official.
That's the funny thing about these stories. There's like 100 rumors that come before the official announcement, and I think
100%.
that's the main masala or the spice of the story. That you hear so much, and then finally you see the official deal. So Mo Salah is closing in on new Liverpool deal. The very positive thing about it is that Fabrizio Romano, the great guy who whatever he says turns out to be true. He said it, so yeah, it's 90% confirmed if Fabrizio says it. Omar Marmoush has won the Man City's Player and Goal of the Month awards. We'll talk about that. Saudi player Ali Al Bulayhi has talked about Roberto Mancini's time, and he has some a very scathing review of Roberto Mancini as the Saudi Arabia coach.
Yep.
Also, Zamalek legend, Egyptian club Zamalek legend Shikabala. After 30 years of
Shikabala.
playing for one club, 30 years, it's like a long time. And 17 trophies later, he is retiring at the end of the season. A lot of reports are saying this, so we'll talk about that in detail. Lastly, another Liverpool story. Liverpool star Luis Diaz, who plays as a forward. If I remember correctly, he's on the left wing usually. So he is on Saudi Al Nassr's radar, most probably joining Cristiano Ronaldo. But yeah, we'll talk about that in detail. Let's start with the man of the hour, Mo Salah, our favorite player
Salah.
on Smashi Sports Show. Mo Salah closing in on a new Liverpool deal. If it gets finalized, as soon as it gets finalized, it's going to be one of the biggest stories this year. Just the basics, I think, will have to be ironed out. Is he staying for 1 year? Is he staying for 2 years? I
For
don't
now,
think-
let's just focus about him staying. In
Yeah,
Liverpool.
that's the
Even
main
one
idea.
year, even
right?
one season is good. Like
Yeah.
for Liverpool. I mean,
But to
it's
be
the biggest
honest,
ask for
if
them.
I was Salah right now, I
What
would
would you
just
do?
win the Premier League, try to win the Champions League, try to win as many trophies, and then say, thank you very much.
I'm
Bye
leaving.
bye. Right? Best high you can ever get, and then just say, thank you very much for your time and for your cheers and for the songs that you've made, but bye. Right? But yeah, according to Fabrizio Romano, Mo Salah is closing in on a new deal at Liverpool. Agreement is now at the final stages. He also stated that the club is confident in getting the deal done soon,
They want to
before anyone else
keep him.
scoops
They
in.
want to keep him 100%.
And they also said that Liverpool are close to reaching a new deal with Van Dijk as well,
Dijk,
Virgil van Dijk,
yeah.
the Dutch player. However, the length of their contracts has not been revealed yet. So he also, even the great Fabrizio Romano, doesn't know how long the deals are going to be. If I was Liverpool, if you were Liverpool, how much years would you give Salah? I would say that till you retire, play. I don't mind, right?
I would give him two more years. That's good.
Yeah,
2 years.
2 years is
I
good.
mean,
He's in a
getting
good
old
form.
also. Yeah, he's in a good form,
Yeah.
but
If he was flopping, I would be like, okay, do I want him? Do I not want him?
no, he was breaking records every game.
yeah. So, and also Virgil van Dijk, he is
I
one
don't
of the
think though he
signings.
will keep the same level, the same performance next year.
Yeah. It will,
think so?
because this is like, the graph goes up, and there's like this
The
top
peak,
point. He's
yeah,
at
the
that
peak,
point.
and then you
Yeah.
go down.
So even if he comes down, he's still going to be in the top region. So maybe if he scores 30 goals, next season he'll at least score 25 or 20.
100%.
So it's a win for Liverpool. Virgil van Dijk is another interesting addition. Not a Middle Eastern player, but let's just discuss him a little bit because he was one of the foundations of the defense that Jurgen Klopp created. And because of him, the actual Liverpool defense became what it is with Alexander-Arnold on the right, Robertson on the left. Then with Van Dijk, there was always changing. Sometimes it was, what's his name? I love that guy. He's like one of the most underrated defenders in the world. So they kept switching players with him, but he was like the main pillar in the center. And he's so tall and towering. Like I remember one of the matches they had with Barcelona, and everyone was like, Messi will do this. Messi time. And everyone was like, this, that. Van Dijk didn't even let him move.
Yeah.
So that was
prime Van Dijk at that moment.
And I was like, bro, this player has something.
But
So
now he's
staying-
34 years old.
Yeah. But the defenders, goalkeepers, I've realized they play for a long
They
time.
can play. They can still play. Yeah.
It's just
They
the
can still
people
play.
who need speed, the wingers, the forwards, and all those guys. But some of the, like, depends on the team formation as well. There's very rarely a team which can do with a very low pace striker, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of teams play that. Mourinho was famous for parking the bus. So he never needed a fast forward in front. He would just have a player like, stand at the end.
Wait for them to give you the
wait
ball.
for the long ball. This whole team, 10 players are standing behind. They're forming
Just
a
do
wall.
whatever you want.
Yeah. So let's see. Hopefully Salah will stay. And the better news would be if he comes to Saudi Pro League. For me.
You always love
Yeah.
people coming to Saudi Pro League.
I
But
don't
now I
want-
don't think that's a good thing for
Sometimes,
Salah also. But
I think-
he will definitely, at the end of the day, he'll come. I think.
Yeah, but Aziz, your opinion? Do you think Messi leaving Barcelona, then going here and there, PSG, a small stint, and then going to MLS, he's disappeared, right?
Yeah.
And if you look at Ronaldo, he actually moved and made a difference in a whole country, in a whole region.
I mean,
So,
Messi also is
likewise,
doing the difference there in,
Yeah.
in the US. I mean,
So you'd
there's
want
a big hype
something-
also about
Yeah.
Messi. I mean, you see
It
the
is a
growth.
big hype, but not like he doesn't appear in your newsfeed every day, right?
Yeah.
Ronaldo does.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because we're in this region and Ronaldo is a big thing in this
Yeah.
region, but still, his impact in Saudi and then Messi's impact
It's
in
way
MLS.
bigger than Messi's impact in,
Yeah,
in US.
because MLS was already there. It's still called the Retired Players League, and we saw Messi retired
also,
and
you know,
went there.
the number of players, professional players moving to the Saudi league
Yeah.
are way more
Yeah.
frequent
And
than
better
people going
condition.
to MLS and better condition. And
Young players coming. We saw so many stories
yeah,
on
and
Smashi
the market
Sports.
is way more like financially speaking, is way more high.
MLS
than
is just
yeah.
money move.
Money
It's
move,
90% money move, but Saudi is now more like, I
Money
want to
growth,
grow.
yeah, money growth, yeah.
So most probably we'll want Salah to follow Ronaldo's footsteps, not Messi's footsteps. But yeah, you can't deny Messi's role in growing MLS. He grew their account overnight with like 1 million followers. But again, you still don't see him appear as much as Ronaldo does. And Ronaldo has the famous meow. I will never forget this.
I thought you forgot it, guys. I'm so sorry.
I will never let you forget this. Aziz. Even if
so
we are doing
sorry,
this
guys.
show,
I forget.
after 100 years, I'll be like, you remember
I
Ronaldo's
forget it, guys,
meow.
sorry. We're still keeping it meow.
And because of that meow, Al Nassr won, right? So it's the meow.
Okay, now
After
meow.
the Sioux, the most famous thing that Ronaldo did is meow now. But yeah, so moving on from Salah, actually we had another story, but let's discuss an Egyptian and then move on. Omar Marmoush has won Man City's Player and Goal of the Month awards. I saw the goal. It's a really interesting goal from the edge of the box. He curls it in on the right side on the screen. It's the left side, but goalkeeper's right side. Dips in very nicely.
That shot when it's like
Yeah.
the ball is not moving in the air.
Yeah.
It goes directly to where
Yeah.
he wanted to be.
So that was the goal of the month. He's the player of the month because he's contributed a lot. So Egyptians ruling the world now, actually. Ruling England at least after Egypt. Very nice to know that someone is stepping up instead of Salah, right? From Egypt. And I think this opens the door for all the Egyptian players.
I mean, the door was
to
already
try.
open when he joined
Yeah.
when he was on the radar of Manchester City, and they called him, they acquired him. This is the big thing for Arab players, especially for Marmoush.
Yeah.
But he deserves it. I mean, it's not that they just play with him. So
Yeah. And it was
being
an
in-
impressive march for him,
Yeah,
apparently.
and I told you last time, it's not easy to fit in with the big teams easily. You need sometimes some players like they shine after 1 year, after 2 seasons, But he quickly found his steps. He quickly found his way of bringing impact actually.
Yeah, and it's very difficult. I always discuss this with Hisham, and he also agreed. Like the normal transfer windows, the summer transfer windows are very easy, but the winter transfer windows, the team is already playing in a formation. They're
Yeah.
already doing something, and then just going.
You
in.
just come in the middle
Yeah.
of it. So yeah, it's not. It's a
It's
hard
like
fit.
Also with the NBA season, I think just coming into a team which is already playing, it's very difficult.
It's
I
very
think.
difficult, 100%.
But
And you're getting your play time, but
Yeah.
most probably you'll start as a substitute second half, so you just have a lot lesser time to
Yeah.
prove yourself.
But,
and
I
he
think
scored.
Kevin
Marmoush. Yeah, he scored the strike against Brighton, and he came in
Yeah.
as a second half substitute at Bournemouth to score the winning goal to send City to the semi-finals of the FA Cup. So this is what I'm talking about.
Impact.
Impact
Substitute.
Impact. To give him 10
Impact.
minutes, he does impact. To give him 90
Yeah.
minutes, he does the impact. So
Yeah.
this is how good he is.
But Kevin De Bruyne leaving and Omar Marmoush performing, I don't know, maybe he's the next legend from Manchester City. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, every time he gets his time, Kevin De Bruyne has his time, and
Yeah.
he's a perfect player for me.
Let's see.
I can't compare Marmoush to Kevin for now,
Yeah.
but,
But
yeah,
obviously,
he has
give him one season at least, the next full season.
maybe
And-
1 or 2 seasons.
Yeah, because Kevin will leave, there will be a hole. If he fills that, obviously, for the next 3-4 years, he's a complete citizen. Very interesting name for Manchester City players, citizens. But yeah, let's see. Let's move on to the next story. Saudi player Ali Al Bulayhi on former coach Roberto Mancini. Very interesting interview that I saw. Let me just open it. Yeah.
next
So Ali Al Bulayhi recalls that Mancini told the Saudi players, "You all don't know how to play."
he said.
He said that. So in an interview with NBC, Al Hilal and Saudi Arabia defender Ali Al Bulayhi took a dig at former national team head coach Roberto Mancini, stating the full
And I
statement is,
think-
"He's the worst person I've ever worked with. He used to say, 'You all don't know how to play in training.'" So this is the full
I believe
statement.
this. Honestly, I believe this.
Yeah.
Do you? Like,
Yeah, I would.
coming up from him, I think
Yeah.
he might said that.
And I
Maybe
think, see, every coach has a different style. I think he
Yeah.
said that to like make them angry and be like, no, we'll give
100%. This is what it is.
120%. It's like you see the coaches in the matches shouting on their players, but they don't hate them. They just want them to
he wanted
feel.
to improve also. So
Yeah.
I had the same with a lot of coaches, like back in
Yeah.
the day,
Oh, yeah.
and even way worse, more worse than that.
You don't know how to play. You don't
Exactly.
know
So
how. Why are
this-
you in basketball?
what are you doing here? What are you doing here? And this kind of,
Yeah,
but yeah,
but-
the main point is like to give them that.
Yeah.
That
On
fire.
the other hand, according to Win-Win, when Mancini was informed about this, he chose not to argue or comment. He just said, Al Bulayhi is the best defender in Asia. Just look at the maturity of this guy.
Perfect answer.
I just want to watch the video and see the smoke on his face, maybe. Maybe he's like, he's the best player. Or maybe he genuinely said it. We can't judge the emotions by just reading the comment. But we'll definitely try to find the video and see if he smirked after that. But it's good to see that he's generally a mature person. And I think players' anger is always justified, but coaches' reactions in those moments when you're not doing something that he wants you to do, that's also justified. It's just a part of sports. If you're playing, if you're scared of getting bullied by your coach, I think you'll never learn. It's
This is what
Yeah.
I think I brought this story on one of the episodes way before, where like at a certain age, the coach has nothing to teach. There's nothing to get them, like no
Yeah.
technicals, no physical things, like more practice and egos, and like
Yeah.
coaching egos. So the coach has egos, the players has egos,
Everyone
and
has
you
an
need to
ego,
know
yeah.
how to manage this kind of stuff in order to keep the relationship healthy and like.
the best movie that I could remember, because I love sports biography and sports drama movies and all this, Coach Carter.
Coach Carter is one of them.
Bro, that movie is crazy. I watched it like 4 or 5 times.
I watched it like 10 times.
every time I see something new in that, oh, I missed that part. So it's that kind of a movie.
Amazing
Yeah.
movie, amazing
But see,
movie.
in
But
that,
that shows this is exactly what
Yeah.
what I wanted to explain.
you
Yeah.
think that that guy hates you, but in the long run, you realize that he just wants you to become the best version of yourself.
And that's the right way to do it, actually. Because
Yeah.
if he keeps praising you, like, "Hey, you did well, you did well, you did well," then you're gonna be okay.
You'll become
I'm good.
complacent. You'll be like,
yeah, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
You never like think about improving and doing more, doing more.
So you
Just
need
like,
a slap on the wrist, so just that you don't become complacent.
It's
And
like
you
the
keep
famous
going the extra
Kobe
mile.
Bryant quote when he says, "Job's not finished."
Yeah.
And when they won the playoff game, and they said what he says like, "Job is not finished." What do you mean? Like, I'm not happy. What happy are you talking about? I'm not happy. The job is not finished. And the job is finished until you get the championship, until you win.
Even now, you look at Ronaldo's like socials. The funny thing is, he wins with Al Nassr and he celebrates it on his socials like it's like the first time he's won in his life.
Yeah.
So you need that. You need that motivation by winning, and then obviously coaches also telling you like go the extra mile, go the extra mile. So it's that hunger that Ronaldo, I remember from the Netflix movie. It was like the highlight for me in that Netflix documentary about Saudi Pro League. He is at the academy where his son plays, and very interestingly, he's looking at them, and then he's talking to the guy, and he's like, "These kids don't have the hunger." I'm like, "Your son is playing, bro. What are you saying? Your son is playing." He's like, "No. He will go on to do great things. He'll be a great player." These kids don't have the hunger. Because, see, to be honest, from his POV, it's very clear that he grew up, I think, playing football on the streets and here and there, never had like world-class facilities at the age of 12 or 13.
It's different back
the
in the
best
day.
stuff, the
It's
best
different,
football,
it's
the best coaches. So he's like, don't have the hunger.
100%. I totally agree.
It was very like cute moment where he's
I
telling
totally
the guy
agree.
like, no, my son will never be Ronaldo.
Even if it's my son, no.
Yeah, it's going to be Ronaldo Jr. maybe, never Ronaldo. But yeah, so this whole debate is for the fact that players sometimes get angry, coaches sometimes get angry, but you should take it with a pinch of salt. If he said something, Mancini was mature, but I think when Mancini was saying all of this stuff, I think these players were mature enough to not retaliate against
Exactly,
him and
100%.
played the best that they could. So yeah, talking about great players and great coaches and showing maturity, Zamalek legend Shikabala will retire at the end of the season. He spent 30 years with Zamalek, their Egyptian legendary club, and he's won 17 trophies with them. Bro, I don't think Ronaldo has 17 trophies.
Bro, Shikabala is a legend, bro.
Yeah. So he's leaving at the end of the season.
He's a
There's reports
legend.
about it. But let's see when the details come out. It's like one of the stories which will make everyone cry, I think, when he leaves finally. So several reports from Egyptian media. Zamalek legend Shikabala has decided to hang up his boot. And he is 39 years at the end of current season. He'll be 39 years and he'll be leaving. There's a very cute video of him winning
Dancing
the
the
Super Cup.
Shikabala
Yeah.
dance. Shikabala.
Yeah. So let's see. Shikabala joined the youth academy of Zamalek. The story goes like when he was 8 years old. Bro, 8.
This is the loyalty we spoke about it last month, or I think 1 month before, where he said
played
this is so
393
loyal.
matches. 393 matches.
Yeah.
Scored 70 goals, won 17 trophies with the White Knights, a record for most trophies won with the club. So yeah, absolute legend, absolute
legend,
legendary
Shikabala.
guy. I hope he becomes the coach after that. Because
100%.
yeah, right? So
At least 1 season, 2 seasons.
yeah, if not in Zamalek, at least some other clubs. They go into management. But yeah, Shikabala is leaving. And for the last story of today, let's go back to Liverpool. The weather is nice there, so let's go back. It is starting
The
to
weather
heat,
is not
heat up
nice
outside.
there.
I think it's very hot outside. Well, let's bring the 10-minute walk that we always suggest to now down to 1 minute. You'll sweat so much in 1 minute, you don't need the 10-minute walk, right? But yeah, Liverpool star Luis Diaz is
Diaz will go to, I saw that
Yeah.
story. It's again
basically-
Fabrizio Romano, so
Yes, again, most probably. Yeah.
most probably it's gonna happen. Luis Diaz
So upcoming summer transfer window,
is
most probably
on the
it
Al
will
Nassr
happen.
radar.
Yeah, they're offering 90. Diaz is valued at $93 million.
Oh, you know how much they offered? He's valued at 93 million.
Yeah, and according to Transfer Market, and he has attracted interest from other clubs also, Barcelona. But I know 2-3 things about Luis Diaz because when he joined Liverpool, I actually stopped like watching every match for Liverpool. But the only season I saw him, the first season, his debut season, bro, the pace that this guy has is unmatched. On the left wing, the way he runs, I think reminds me of prime Ronaldo. So the pace is great. The only problem that I saw at that point with him was the finishing. Otherwise, he's a very nice cut-in player. He was
knows how to
basically
play on that
Mane's
pass.
replacement.
Yeah.
So Mane pace, but Mane was very good with cutting in and taking his curled shots or like direct shots or whatever he could do in that moment. But with him, I just see the finishing power. Otherwise, he's as good as Mane. And Mane came to Saudi Pro League. So yeah, maybe we'll have another left winger coming from.
It's a good thing for Al Nassr. He's going to be, even on...
And joining the likes of Ronaldo, why not? But I think with Barcelona also interested, he'll go to Barcelona and then like take a detour from Barcelona to Saudi.
it's not that far, yeah.
But he's a good
Expected
player.
salary would be
He's,
like, they
he's
said
playing
70
good.
to 80
Liverpool are
million
winning.
fee.
Has good pace. Not a bad player. Is like at a good stage in his career. Not old enough to retire and just go sleep somewhere in MLS or something. But yeah, he has 2-3 years on his at
I
least.
feel like
good
you don't
2-3
like
years.
MLS. I think like you
No,
have a
I
little
like
grudge on
MLS. I just don't like the idea of MLS that it's been here for so long. It's been there for so long. You can't even imagine. But again, they don't make like ripples in the world. They just exist. But Messi's move obviously made ripples, but it wasn't MLS. It was Messi. And again, Messi went to Beckham's club. So it's not even like MLS was trying to bring him in. Beckham actually came and like, well, I'm bringing Messi. So that is why it's like I personally believe the amount of effort that Saudi Pro League is putting in, it's not just one club, one player, one team. The whole structure is trying to grow.
It's like more focus on the
Yeah.
whole structure of
everyone
of
involved
football.
in Saudi Pro League right now. Like it's in the recent past, Saudi Pro League is one of the leagues that surfaced, right? Which became big. Obviously, Ronaldo played a huge role in that. But the whole Saudi Pro League supported his
It's
role.
evolving, yeah.
The oppositions coming, taking selfies with him. Messi is being thrown around the ground in MLS. You see the videos of him playing, him scoring, or him trying to dribble. People are like kicking him out of the ground. They're treating him that way. I don't think someone has the guts to go and tackle Ronaldo like they're doing tackling to Messi in the MLS. People will, obviously, someone in the heat of the moment. Everyone, Ronaldo tries to score, everyone will tackle him.
Yeah, sure,
But the
not that
brutal
way,
treatment,
the brutal.
that's with what's
Totally
happening with
agree.
Messi, you can't even believe it. But again, the idea is that Saudi Pro League, again, the whole government is backing it. Every club is like, okay, we want to be a part of this project. MLS has been so. Why is it being called a retired players league? Because they never really wanted to bring young talent. They have American talent which goes there, plays there, but they stay there for like 2 seasons and run away.
True.
Because again,
It's
money
like
is
more
not there.
on
Yeah.
the career path.
So yeah, just I think if you compare them, Saudi Pro League is doing so much better because they are really invested in the project. They're not running it as a side show. That we have so many sports, we have NFL, NBA, blah blah blah. So we'll just run it on the side. Saudi is like, no, we will
Saudi
focus
graph
on
is
it.
like more growing.
Yeah.
Now. It's evolving. While
So,
the
yeah,
MLS
that is why I
like
hate
more-
MLS a little bit. Not hate it. It's just like my analysis of MLS is they don't care. They actually don't care. They're just running it because make some money and get some what do you call it, streaming rights. So brings in some money. So people who are associated with it are happy. But they don't have any like plan to make it into one of the top 5 or top 6 European leagues or American leagues. They don't care enough.
They don't even care enough.
Yeah.
For now. No.
So yeah, thank you so much for joining us today and listening to our rants.
That was our
this
stories.
is the Smashi Sports Show. We'll
Yep.
see you on Monday.
for your stories.
And
Thank
for
you.
some time, it's going to be me and Aziz as regular hosts. If someone decides to take an off on Monday or Friday, then someone else. But yeah, it's now usually going to be me
Don't leave me,
and
Majid.
Aziz. So yeah, you'll listen to a lot of banter, a lot of rants about our favorite players and our not so favorite players. But keep an eye on Smashi Sports. Go to our socials, follow us, because that is the most important thing you can do right now. And if you have not subscribed, or if you don't have Smashi.tv to watch UAE handball matches, basketball matches, a lot of other matches.
Volleyball, drifting,
Yeah.
futsal.
So streaming from the region, MENA region, if you want it, just go to Smashi.tv. It's available on every literal device that you can think of. Yeah, maybe in a Tesla car as well. Yeah, Tesla launched in Saudi Arabia.
About that, yeah? It's good,
Tesla recently launched in Saudi Arabia, and Teslas
Driving
have a
and-
big screen, so you can watch the match most probably there as well. But yeah, we're everywhere. Just follow us on all our social channels, especially Instagram. And tell us, obviously, whenever you're listening or watching, just tell us what you want more. We'll bring it to the table. Thank you very much. Take care. Have a great weekend.
Have a
Bye-bye.
great weekend ahead. Bye, guys. Thank you.
And
much.
walk
Thank
1
you,
minute.
everyone.
It's too hot.
And don't do the meow thing that he's doing.
Bye-bye.
Bye.